This call may be recorded for training and quality purposes.
Oh, hi. So I did that text number 5, and now I was just in the process of answering the questions that came back to a text to us, but I'd rather talk to you in person, of course. So our issue is our refrigerator. Well, first we thought it was only our freezer because it stopped making ice.
Okay.
This was a couple of days ago, maybe like Friday I think it was Friday. At any rate, now I can see that the refrigerator is also starting to warm. Last night I went to Fred Meyer and got a piece of dry ice and put it in the freezer in hopes of saving some of the food there. I don't know if it's going to work or not. So I definitely need someone to take a look at it that can fix it.
And are your foods in your freezer, are they beginning to thaw?
Yes.
And how old is your refrigerator, and what name brand is it?
It's a Kenmore Elite. I think it said the name of it was a Cold Spot.
And how old do you think your refrigerator is?
Well, I think it might be like 17 years old.
Possibility that your silt system, which is your Freon system, has leaked out of the compressor and is beginning to not become a heat exchange, which is not turning heat into cold and freezing and cooling.
Mm-hmm.
And a recharge for gas, if that is the case, would not be recommended because it would be considered a temporary fix. And if it turns out that it's the actual compressor or an obstruction in the line, the labor intensiveness to change out the compressor plus the part, or the labor intensiveness to find where the leak may be at, would not be practical, and you'll be better off buying a new refrigerator at that time. And so if it was anything other than a cooling complaint, it may be salvageable. The diagnosis to come out is $90, which would be applied towards the repair if it is repairable. But based off what you're saying, it sounds like to me that it's going to be a sealed system issue, and which then would be recommended as a replacement versus a repair. But I can still come out, if you like, to verify exactly what it's doing. The chances of the compressor relay, which keeps the internal mechanism of the compressor running, which pumps the Freon, if the relay is damaged, then the compressor will turn itself off. That is the only likely component that could be reasonable for repair. If it's not a relay, then it would have to be recommended as a replacement, and I can come by and verify if that is the case.
Well, it sounds like it's leaning towards replacement regardless. And it is an older unit. I don't know the life cycle.
Very high percentage of replacement.
Mm-hmm. How long do refrigerators usually last?
Well, that is a design question. It depends on what materials they're using current to date will determine how long they last. And the electronics have cut those time in half. And so what you would expect 10 years out of it, you will get perhaps 8 years or 5 to 8 years out of it. And what you would have expected 20 years, and what you would expect 20 years out of it, you will probably receive 10 to 12 years out of it, due to the electronics has cut the longevity of a alloy component into a semiconductor component, which breaks down because it's not alloyed.
Right. Okay. I really my dream would be to have my kitchen remodeled and then have the refrigerator of my choice. But I'm not in a position right now to have a remodel because everything is so overpriced due to COVID. You know, the price of just wood is gone out of control due to COVID, so I guess I'll have to go buy a cheapo boring refrigerator.
And I would recommend if you do purchase new, I would recommend purchasing it from Best Buy. They have various methods for these design flaw issues that they can help resolve if you happen to purchase a refrigerator that may have a design flaw, which you won't know that until after purchase. So, but if you do purchase...
What's the design flaw? What does that mean?
If your refrigerator fails in 2 years.
Oh, then they cover it.
There's a possibility that it can be recharged to the manufacturer, and then you can pick out a new refrigerator at that time, if it can be proven. And so I would recommend that you purchase from Best Buy. I'm not sure if Home Depot follows that practice or if Lowe's or any of the other distributors, but I do know that Best Buy, if proven a design flaw and parts are no longer available after a year to 2 years, and then they will charge the manufacturer, and then you can pick out a alternate unit versus that design. That's why I would recommend purchasing at Best Buy.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I can definitely go and look there today.
Okay. Well, I do thank you for your call and wish you luck.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye-bye.